anime references and also real life pictures, so I can make an accurate representation. Let me just see if the stream is going on alright. Seems to be going fine. I gotta pop out the chat real quick. And yeah. Okay, we're good to go. So I'm gonna do this start finish, and I don't intend to stop the stream until I'm done. But I don't know how long it's gonna take. So let's just do it and see what happens. Now, from what I've seen, Japanese classrooms usually have 6x6 classes, like student tables. So let's use that number with an array modifier over here. On the Y, 2 as well, and not an X. 6, okay. This is our starting point. Gotta reduce the scale a little bit, otherwise we won't be able to see it. Okay. Now the tables themselves are very thin. They have round shaped corners. They are not perfect squares, they are more rectangular. So, now to round up the corners, we use Alt. Oh, I forgot to use screencast, sorry about that. There, now you can see what I'm doing. Alt, Control, right click, middle click, right click, sorry. Select on a ring. It's like using edge rings. Now Control B. Make a bevel. Let's add some to that. 0.1 looks fine. Now the problem here is the topology now is messed up. The top and bottom faces are not squares. Geometry. So to fix that, we need to make new edges. Like here to here, here to here. Oh. All throughout the model. We wanna keep all faces as squads because it's easier to manipulate. If I have a triangle over here, for example, I can't add an edge ring over here. I can. Hey, Larius, what's up? I invited the whole Blender community Discord stream. We can chat, maybe you can help me out. Thanks for coming, dude. Okay, everything is squads now, so I can add edge rings easily. Now, under the wood part of the table, the top part, there's like a small drawer, a metal drawer, where the students can put their books in, notebooks. Is it round as well? I guess so. It doesn't have to be. We're gonna have legs on the tables, and they're gonna cover up this corner, so I don't really need to use round shape like so. I can just use a normal cube. Giant cube. Let's select the table. Have our cursor over there so I can easily teleport the cube to the center. Now I'm not sure about the scale of this. I'm gonna have a human model I've made earlier for reference. But for now we just need an object to get the dimensions of the classroom itself. Also I can use some smooth shading over here. Now let's make the drawer. I to make an indentation like so, and then E to extrude inwards. Yep. Maybe this is too thin. Not sure. I don't really have a reference for the thickness. I don't see your mouse moving. The screen is frozen on the splash. What? The screen is frozen on the splash screen. That's true. Holy shit! Thank you. Yeah, no, it's an issue on my end. It's not detecting the right screen. Hold on. Thank you for letting me know. Wow, it's gonna ruin my whole stream. Hold on, the screen is gonna go black real quick. I need to add a new window capture. What is happening? I am Molly and it's not detecting the right window. I don't know what to do. Let's try game capture. I'm using OBS, by the way. Oh, sorry. Render. Specific window, render. Oh. Yes. Okay. Can you see it now? Hi, Santa. Hello, Slifer 3D. Is it working now? Okay, thank God. Whew. I can't use window capture for Blender apparently. I need to use a game capture. Wow. Well, thank God it's early on the stream. So this is what I have so far. I have 6x6 classes, just the top parts, and the drawer below. So, sure, let's go here, little Santa. Oh hey, thanks for the follow as well. Have you ever heard of Adon Retopo Flow? I have not. Do you use it? Was it for... We actually need this to be another object. Is it default on Blender? You go, just read about it today for your topology. Yeah, okay. I'll do some research. Thank you for letting me know. For the legs, I just want to on either side. Actually, it's not an array I want a mirror modifier. Oh, sorry, I'm blocking links. Can I disable that feature? Not right now. Maybe if I make you a mod, you can post the link. Nibot. Let's allow Larius to post the link. Thanks for the follow, man. Dashboard. How do I disable the disabling of links? Okay, I can't find it right now. I'm gonna look it up later. Don't worry about it. I think you're gonna give me a link to the Yeah, I can find it on my own. No worries. Later on, I'm gonna disable the you can't post links. Maybe this has too many edges. Yeah. So we're gonna have so many classes. We don't need this many. Check and select, dissolve, better. Let's do some shading. Now tables don't have straight legs. It would make it fall easily. You need to a little distortion over here, so it's fine. Makes it much more stable. I guess I don't want it to be too obvious that it's not a square. I think the legs closer to the student has a higher inclination than the ones on the front from the references I have here. So we apply the mirror modifier, and to change that, just select both legs and drag it closer. That looks weird. Yeah, let's keep it like that for now. We can join it with our classes to have it replicate. I guess I can add a floor right now, just a plane. It's gonna be hard to see. Maybe if I add a matte cap. Yeah. So. Oh. Usually for topology, I just go plane by plane over the mesh. I can also use the, what's it called? Snapping tool. What does the retopo flow do differently? We also need a wall with windows on the left side. Let's increase this. Excellent. And maybe it's better to add materials to the floor right now, just so it's a different color. Otherwise we get contrast errors. Now for the chairs, I want to have the same modifiers as the classes, so I'm just gonna duplicate the object and then delete everything. I can just add a cube at the end of the giant cube. It's gonna replicate it. Ah, I see a small issue I have. I'm using relative offset, so if I have multiple objects with the same transformation, it's not gonna work out. So I need to change to constant. 2 meters is too long. I need to have spaces in between so a student can pass through. Just Daerik. Let's see. Five and 5 maybe. This should be barely the size of a student, I guess. Also, it's a paid add-on with TopoFlow. Let's reset the scale. Yeah. I can do what I was doing earlier. Wait. Actually, my mouse over here. And delete. Find the key. License it in GPL. And if you want, I see. Yeah, that's usually a good format. See what you want. Plus, they have the whole Blender community to support them. Shouldn't be too hard to get some solid revenue. The distance between the seat and the back. Like half the seat? Yes. And just take this bottom face, GG, 0.5. Oops, not on that direction. The vertices, let's go to the back view. 0.5. Minus? Yes, minus. I don't think the seat is also a square. Let's make the rectangle. Like so. Then you round the edges, just like we did on the table. Like one, too much, 0.05. Yeah, something like that. I can always change in the future. Again, the smooth shading. I'm using hard ups, so I can do this whole shading with a click of pressing Q. But if you don't have hard ups, the way you do it is you select everything, set to smooth shading, Ctrl F smooth. Then you go into object and you add the auto smooth. This is what you normally get with a smooth shading. And with auto smooth, it sorts it out. Sometimes you get better results just by doing it manually. Okay, now to connect seat, the back. Maybe they are too far apart. The cylinder. What is auto smooth? Auto smooth, it analyzes the angles of the mesh. Like over here, you have a 90-degree angle on this face, this other one. So if you have a degree greater than the one you set here, it's gonna make it flat shaded, that edge. Like if I put it 120, sorry, if it's lower than what you establish, and it doesn't work because it's 90 degrees. I need at least 90 to get the same, 89 to get the same result. It's really great for hard surface modeling. And this is too large. Like so, it's better. And you do need the model to be smooth shaded for it to work. Set another cylinder, now you can just reduce the amount of values. Shift Z to not scale on a specific axis. How long have you been working in Blender? I started using it 3 or 4 years ago. I'm a computer science student and I always wanted to develop games. So I wanted to study programming to do that. But all my friends knew how to program. So I wasn't necessary. So I started to look into 3D modeling to help out more. And I found Blender. And I started using it. Didn't do much on the first two years. I got more serious about it since September this year. But what I learned from those 4 years, I kept it all the shortcuts, all the workflows. Yeah, if only I could do programming just as well as I do 3D. Similar path, Larius. You also study computer science, or what did you do? Automation engineering. I have a friend that studies that. I also have a Chilean friend that is doing a really great project. He's trying to make like a Google Home, but open source, and I'm helping him out. What did you study, Losanda? You can always make a good programming. It's not hard to learn. But I get what you mean. Biology. Yeah, anatomy and all. Damn, I need to study a lot of anatomy. I'm not really into making characters. I'm more into objects and environments. But I think it's really important for artists to learn anatomy. There's something wrong here. That's over here, then closer. Two. Like so. So you see over here the legs, I don't have them smooth shaded, so the auto smooth is not gonna work. All their faces is gonna be flat shaded, so you can see each and every one. I have to select the whole model and do Ctrl F again, shade smooth. And now it works for the bottom faces. If I don't have this on, all weird. Okay. Now, Japanese classrooms, they vary a lot on the chairs models. Some are more traditional, like the one I'm making right here, and some have like adjustment pedals. You can make it higher or lower. Let's stick to the more traditional model here, because it's easier. The bottom legs are not connected to the seat. They're connected to the back chair. When is topology needed, by the way? I heard 5k to 10k poly is the limit for the game character. Yes, that's true. It's not a limit, but it's the best mark for realistic games. And you combine it with gear. Gear, you mean like clothes? They usually do those with textures, and yes, it's combined. Some games you can add gear to your character, and they have to account for that when they are making the clothing. No, it's not a stupid question though, don't worry about it. Oh, no questions are stupid. When is retopology needed? Usually you make my workflow is low poly to high poly. So I start with a really basic mesh and then upgrade it. Well, what most people do is they sculpt character and then they remove some edges just to retain the silhouette, the shape. I mean, you have to use as little polygons as you can. It also depends on your platform. Like if you're going on mobile, you can have barely any polygons. On PC you can have like 10,000, it's okay, but 10,000 on mobile is not gonna work. Plus it's a really small screen, so there's really no need for all that detail. Let's make this to the chair. Retain the shape. Yes, the shape is the most important part. You can remove some features like a belt. You don't need to model the actual belt. You can just paint it over, unless it adds something to the shape or you're gonna use it for animation. Let's see. Now the legs on the back, they have a weird angle. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna select the bottom faces. And then so these ones. I need my mouse to be on the middle. My cursor. Select all those. Then Shift W for information. Oh, I didn't add loops to this one. Shift W. Like so. Yeah, I can just remove those edges. And there you go. You're gonna enter the historic competition. What did you make, Valerius? Oh, I can see over here. It's a T-Rex. No, it's another dino. I don't know the name. One with feathers. Damn, that's good. Yeah. Well done, man. It's really nice. Good job. I need to make some sort of curve over here. Go in. I can just do a bevel in the middle. Select everything, bevel. And I add some sort of curve. It's a little more smooth. Feather tracks. Now the front legs. they extend this part, go around over here. Maybe it's easier just to use a curve. What's the command to make a 90-degree curve? Put my mouse over here, then on tools and spin. Yes, spin. It's too close. It's big. I just need like 3 or 2 steps. 2, 3. Yeah, 3 is work best. I can just use Ctrl plus, select everything, go down. This shows on the sides, right? So L, select this whole leg, this one as well. It's best to move them, otherwise I'm gonna deform if I use scaling. So, and this one has to be moved as well. Back, be lined up with ones on the front. So, you think in games like, for example, World of Warcraft, there are orcs, dwarves, night elves, but they can wear some cloth pieces, same belt, shoulders. Do you think they just scale down the models and try to fit them, or use some different function or something? Like you make a model and then it adapts to body going to. That's actually a good question. I've made some clothing for a VR game, and we just had one character. All the bodies were similar, so you just scale one with the other. How do you adapt like a fat guy with a skinny guy using the same belt model? Huh. In Blender we have the shrink wrap modifier, so we can get close to it. It's not perfect. How do they do that? They'd have to scale it up following a parameter. Maybe you want one of the sockets on the body, like you have a bone on your waist, and it retains the scaling for the belt. If they do something like that, all the belt models would have to be the same size. Then they would adapt to whatever body. Just drink some tea. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah. Goes over here, and then another 90-degree spin on -90. Then you just follow along. Oh, the front legs become the back part, and then the back legs, they join in like welded or screwed together. I have no idea, maybe there's such function, but I figure I'd save a lot of time, otherwise you need to adjust for each race. I mean, if you're making a game, just a prototype, you should make it a model for each race, and then after you are on beta or on alpha, you try to find a solution. It's best to have a game ready than to waste a lot of time optimizing it to work best. I like this. So this is gonna become the top part. I need to move it a little back. Why? Using X. Now all the way up. Goes behind the chair. Then the legs. Now I need to make this top part smaller, like this. It connects over here. You add the screw to keep it all together. Let's use adaptive proportional editing. Not so brilliant. So I just need to select the top part. Connect over here. This bottom face is too thick. Not ready anymore. Maybe have it on top of the legs. Fine. Just a little bit. How far back is it? I think all the way. Yeah. Just pull this to the front. Goes past the legs just by a small margin. Yeah, much better. Now the thing about Japanese classes, like the tables, is that they have hooks on each side so the students can hold their bags on it. Now how do we make a hook? I think it's easier with just a curve. I'm gonna go on a new layer. I can focus on it. Let's add a circle on front view. Actually, side view is better. Y. Rotate. So then to disconnect this part, actually don't really need it. So segments and then delete. And I need to select everything. Segments, yes. Now, it's on automatic weights. Need to fix it. Tools free. Keep a line. Now let's use a line. It's a perfect hook, so I don't need too much control. Okay, now comes the complicated part. Never use the Bezier curve? Or what? Oh. It's great for modeling round shapes. This a little bit, because I can just go over here on the curve tab, fill full, and then add a depth, and there you go, we have a model. And it's also easier to manipulate. I can just select this two, go on front, and extrude over here and here, and just Yeah, it's not a good idea to use control click. So extrude, rotate. Maybe we can get away with this. No, we can. Go lower. Maybe if I rotate these two parts. -45 minus, yeah. And it's gonna look something like this. Hook is too big in this one too. Or I can make the back part larger. It works. Yeah. Now let's move it back to the layer, pressing M and selecting the layer. Now we just need to scale it to be same size, correct proportional size. So, and put it on the class. We increase on the y-axis a little bit. Oh, I messed around with the figures a little by just select them all and then use the y. So I keep the same circumference on the cylinders. Does this work? Maybe a little less on the y. Yeah, this works. Oh yeah. Attach it to the table. Right, so maybe a little less. Yeah. Here, then I need to just move this to, and after we're done modeling the curve, we can select the object and Alt C, mesh from curve. Now it's a mesh, and a mesh we can join with another object with no problems. Now it also has a hook on the other side of the class. This is not in the middle. Where's the middle? Select. Over here, okay. I'm just gonna duplicate it and then rotate. Now it's best to use the mirror modifier. So Ctrl Alt Shift C, origin to 3D cursor. Now add the mirror. And it's gonna go on the other side. And I need to apply the rotation first. Ctrl A, rotation. Now I can use the X, yes. Maybe it's too thin still. Alt S to make it a little fatter. Oops, 0.5, too much. 0.5, too much. 1, too much. 0.05. Yeah, that works. Now I apply it, and I join the class. Now every class has a hook on its side. Okay. So far so good. And the back part of the chair is too thick. Let's move the face back. I should also add some sort of curve to this. First, let's fix the topology. To here. Here. All the way. We only want quads. Now, because I'm really lazy, I don't want to do the other side. I'm just gonna add an edge loop to the middle, delete the ones on the back, separate this object, and oops, the origin on its in the middle, and add a mirror. Mirror has to be the first, I believe. I don't know why I want. Need to apply the rotation. Wait, there's something strange. I just delete the back face and delete the other vertices. Yes. Ah, there you go. Is it for a game? No. I'm trying to learn how to draw, so I started looking into anime style drawing, and to improve my drawing, I practice every day. And I started to make characters and post them on my Instagram. One of my fans called Onizatsu noticed them and said it would be really cool if all of them were in a 3D class. So I took the idea and I'm making a Japanese classroom. Maybe one day I'm gonna model the characters I drew and put them over here. Maybe make a little movie with them. Now we can apply the mirror modifier and delete the middle edge. And also add some edge loops over here. That's enough. Take the middle one. Proportional editing. And then move it backwards. Just a little bit. Apparently I have a duplicate. Why is that? I have another mirror modifier now. I just need to move this backwards a little bit. Like so, and then I can join it back to the rest of the chair. What else? The seat also has a small curve to it. Oops. There. I also need to fix the topology over here. Ilo Santa, if you want me to model something, like if you have an idea for the classroom, you can just let me know and I can do it. Or maybe you need some help in a project you're doing. My objective is to help and inspire people to improve, so if I can help in any way, just let me know. Let me check the other stream if it's... yeah, it's fine. join these two. And the last one on this side. Oops. Like the wrong one. That's everything. Then Alt H, I believe. No, it's Shift H. Yes. To hide everything except what you have selected. I can see the two edges I need to, the two vertices I need to join. Join, and join. I can do Alt H to unhide everything. Everything's a little under the ground, so I'm gonna press A, deselect the ground, and move them up a little, like so. I want to add a slightly more inclined curve over here. Yeah, I prefer the other way. Oh, yeah, the curves on the seat. Forgot. 5, like the middle one. Back view. Alt O for proportional editing, and then just a little. It's too much, yeah, too much. A little more. Just the little details I count. Now on the top part over here, I need to join these two. So first I need to make 90-degree curves, but I want them to be symmetric, so I'm gonna select the top face over here and then move my cursors a specific amount. So here's minus 63, I'm gonna do minus 63. Oh, I wanna go the other way, so minus 50, much. Minus 52, too much. Minus 53.0. What? Oh. Centimeters, that's why. So it's 0.63 there I want. Minus 6.3. Okay. You'd like 2 more, so minus 0.528. Yeah. Let's see if it works. Then 90-degree. Yeah, works. Fine. So it was minus 3 millimeters. Actually, plus 3 millimeters. Here, selected. And I have to decrease 3 over here. So 7 minus 0.70 or 7.2, I believe. Yep. Minus 90, and now we can do the bridge edge loops. Ctrl E, bridge. There you go. Now Ctrl plus to select everything and go down a little bit. We don't need proportional editing. Ah, we need to add the same curve to this bar. Huh. 5 edges as well. Select it. Proportional editing. And do it again. Like so. I think the bar is too thick over here. Not sure. Wow. Ah, no, another detail. The classes have bars on the bottom as well. So I need to grab one of these legs, duplicate it, and rotate. But it doesn't work because it's I've modified it. I need to add a new cylinder. Deactivate it. 5. Move it to the middle. We want it to be the same thickness as the other bars, so I'm just gonna put it on top of another and adjust, like so. And I can rotate 90 degrees on the Y and put it in place. Yep. And increase it a little bit. Also, no shading. Just a small amount. Like so. Now we can duplicate it and use it for the side as well. Same deal. It's the same thickness, but it doesn't work. On top like that. That's fine for now. I'm gonna have to find a way to join the legs together, merge them, and that's always a hard part because you have to make a hole or you're gonna have a real messed up topology. What I can do is separate all the legs. Actually, separate this 4 over here. Yes. Now it needs to increase a little on bottom here. It's a little further, like so. And I can use a Boolean modifier. Let's apply it and see how it looks. Now you see the topology is all messed up. We have the vertices in the middle of nowhere. The shading is also screwed. So for this project, I think it's best to just leave it as it was, as floating objects. I'm not gonna put this in a game, so I don't need to worry too much about performance or texturing. I can do a little bridge over here to make it not so obvious that those are separate bars. It will have the problem over here. And I can't really fix it because I'm gonna ruin the face. Like my idea to fix this is to just select F, circle, and then move it back a little. Then I ruin the face. I'm ruining the face. Or I'm messing with the rest of the topology. So it's best to leave it as it is. Leave it as is. Let's do the same on this side. Bridge. Okay. And I forgot to increase this again. And there you go. The chairs are not aligned. They are aligned on the y-axis, but not on the x. So I can just try some random numbers, see if I can find one that works. 6.3. 6.3 works perfectly. I can 28. It's not right in the middle. Oh. Yeah, I can do the spin and extrude and bridge. But I'm just gonna add some more vertices over here, and I just don't want it to seem like it's a bar floating. Like I don't want to have a face over here. It needs to seem like it's welded. What I can do that also works is adding an edge loop over here, which is like do the same as a spin and bridge. Just to see what it looks like. And as you can see, I'm gonna have an edge extruding, and I don't want it to show up. So I really need a what's it called? A harsh angle? Harsh curve? I don't know. Just a high inclination. I need to make some rubber feet for each leg. Now, how do I do this? They're like rounded. Okay. Maybe it's easier to make a new object. Can I make a new object? Yeah. Hold on, I'm trying something here. Nothing like this. Yeah, just a little bit smaller, so it fits. Okay, I can just. This is a neat trick. I can select the bottom faces of the leg and the top part of the little feet, reach them, and then I can dissolve the bottom, and they are together. Don't need to go merging vertex by vertex, which is what I used to do. It was just a huge waste of time. And to indicate that there's a separation, I'm gonna make a little bevel and indentation. Now I do have to copy these to the others, so ready, got the X move. The Y move. I mean Shift D, not Control D. Shift D again. And for the chair as well, it's the same? Yeah, it's the same. Is it too tall, maybe? I think it's too tall. Okay, that's an easy fix. I can proceed with moving them. Then I'm just gonna select all the top vertices. Damn. So sorry, English is not my first language. A little to the left, just a little. Yeah. Okay. Now I'll do the same. Ah, I made a mistake. I did not select the top edge of the feet. Yeah. Can I get all the similars? Kinda. Using Shift D, Shift G, you can select similar polygons or objects. In this case, I want to grab all the feet and delete them. Well, let's try this again. Plus, plus, plus. Now, Shift D to the top. Now there it is. Select, there, bridge, and delete the bottom. Nice. Now, right now, all the classes, all the tables and chairs are their own object. So I'm adding a lot of information to the scene. But after I'm done modeling one, since all of them are going to look the same, I can copy the object data. So they're all instances of each other. So I don't have to spend the RAM analyzing each and every object. 3 bridge and dissolve. Next. Oops. The bottom, the top, there. And the little bottom. Now that's the boring part of modeling, when you have to do same steps every time. I'm actually working on a puzzle animation, like solving a puzzle, and it takes so long to move each piece to the correct position. And I have to save every position and move again, save, move, save, move, save, move. Maybe there is a faster way and I just don't know about it, so right now it's faster to just do it like this, and later on I can look for a solution. Now, I noticed that some classrooms next to the Blackboard, they have some papers with like announcements or scores. So I was thinking of adding some words to them, making like actual papers or actual scores. So I need to come up with ideas for them. If you have any, like there is, if you know a club, like a school club, you can let me know and I can edit. Okay, we're done with all the classes. Did I miss something? Books, chairs, tables, correct proportions, I guess. Yeah, looks fine. So now we apply the modifiers. And now what we do is we select everything, deselect the floor. Wait, what? Oh, I need to separate the objects. The chairs, they're all one. I have to select all. And then it's P, yeah, P loose parts. Now each chair is gonna be its own object. Okay, Blender froze. Oh. Did I do it? No. What happened? Yeah. Oh. Didn't do what I thought it would. Because I had separate objects on the mesh. Like the back part. Let's undo that. Quick. What I want to do is have each chair as its own object. Yeah, I know. Wait, why did the music stop? Also, Blender was on top of the song. Done. Oh, I finished the queue. How do I restart it? The song's already in queue. Like Song skip. No. Not playing anything. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Okay. So I need each chair to be its own object. And since loose parts don't work, I guess I'm gonna have to do this manually. So select one, B. And this is gonna take too long. Yeah, I'll do it by myself later. It's gonna take way too long. Okay, let's go to the front of the class. What do we have? Have a little step for the teacher? Or is it on the same level? It's on the same level. So we need to increase our floor a little bit. Like so. And the teacher has its own table, a big table. Let's add a cube. Move it to the center. We need to be on the center of the classroom. Oops. I added as an object for the floor. There. Now I can do it. Guardian has to be in the middle. Yeah. Go to the front. Have the same thickness as a class. Maybe a little more. And I guess this size is good. Just need to adjust the height now. I need to make a small hole over here. But I don't want to use I and have this bar on the bottom. So I can just delete this face. Not the actual, just the face. And bottom edge. And try and use a solidify modifier. Centimeter. Needs to be even thickness throughout. Yeah. Let's apply it and fix whatever is wrong. Actually, this is fine. Yeah, this is fine. Now the top part. I'm gonna just copy the class top and use it as the teachers. So duplicate. It's okay. Separate and duplicate, separate, select, and remove the modifiers. Okay. Now the origin, right here. Like so. I guess the teachers table could be last round. Also more authority. So let's delete some of these edges. Dissolve. And this one as well. Yeah, that works. Maybe move this back a little. Yeah, let's move this. Let's move some of the edges inward. Make a sharper edge. Now the teacher doesn't have a chair to sit on. They're always standing. So you can skip this part. Now let's add the blackboard, again with the cube. Move it back. Really thin. 2.5, a little more. 5. It's a little above the class, and it takes almost all the room, whole room. Okay. Now I need side panels for the papers I was talking about. Let's just copy the blackboard and reduce its size. There. Move a little more. I want a clear separation. The two. And yes, there are side panels on both sides. Most of the time. The back of the class is also important. They have like your chair's issue. If you use triple verts or even particles instead of array, you can just make real. Duplicate verts, I never heard of that. Can you guide me through it? Like, what do I do? So delete all of them. Then there's a modifier for that? What? Particles. Does the floor work? Okay. Just undo. Let's move this to another layer. There. You need a plane to guide it. Ah, I think I know what you mean. Like making emission particles to grab the model. Yeah, I never done that. Never done that. So here's the model. Here's a plane. Particles. Subdivided. So I need 30 vertices on the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's one more. 5, 6, 7, 8. 2. Delete this 2. 1, 2, 5, 6. 1, 4, 5, 6. There. Go notification. Wait, you mean on the particles or in here? Not here. Where is this? Sorry. Okay. Here, and it's Control P, right? Oh. Huh. Wait, that's it's crazy. So now to separate them, what do I do? That's awesome, man. Never seen it before. Apply the transformation. Oh, you mean like rotation in scale? Just separated. Oh, looks like I'm missing a chair. Make duplicates real. How do I do that? Maybe just doing the Alt-C thing? I make the pivots real. Ah, the plane. Shift A. Oh, nice. That's exactly what I wanted. Thank you. Hey, you said make duplicates real, and you didn't say anything. But yeah. That's exactly what I wanted. Now I can just delete the excess. Actually, I want to keep the plane for the tables later. And grab all the chairs and select the plane again. I'd have a duplicate in the middle. Oh well. Now Ctrl L and object data. Now if I modify this one, all of them are gonna get modified. What? Is this the one I just moved? No, this is wrong. Sorry. Yeah, I just moved one chair for some reason. All of them. And delete the excess. Ah, their spacing is wrong. Okay, I can just redo it. But following the plane like classroom. Plus delete. The plane as well. Okay, we're gonna use a plane. Divide, subdivide, subdivide. Here's a better way. It doesn't stay on place. I can just select this one and move my cursor over here and select it all and scale on the cursor axis. And not what I wanted. There's one more. 4, 6, there. Now don't use the person, space them out. I can bear the faces, yeah. I think I prefer the vertices because you know the exact middle of them. Let's see if the faces are easier to do. Not really. Maybe we're just using playing in a bad scale. Okay, guess I'm gonna do this manually. Okay, you get over here. And you get over here. Oh yeah. How's your coffee, Larius? Maybe you should add the loop cuts like before and to scale them on the same factor. Your array is spaced out. I'm using a constant transformation, so. Damn! For 4 AM. Wow, thank you so much for staying up so late and helping me out. Good night, man. Thanks so much for coming. I hope to see you on other streams as well. Have a good night. This one too. Yes, and this one is an extra. Here. I had 2 extras. There. Now I'll move the plane to the new layer. And now what I do, well, Arias just taught me. I have to parent this. Reparent. For what? Oh, I made a goof. Made a goof. Ah, the chair stays in the middle. Interesting. Okay, so now Control Shift A, and I have it. Just select all, and then attach and copy the data from this chair. And move it back. Perfect, yeah. Just a little problem on this one. This one as well, this one as well. Actually, let's move them all back a little, because most of them are incorrect by that small margin. And now, one's in the back. Yep. Just a small margin. Like so. That's fine, no. Hey, Bloody Ibuki, how's it going? Up a little. There's much more to game development than I had thought. I'm not actually developing any games now. I'm just trying to do some 3D art. I specialize in 3D modeling. So I'm trying to improve skills. Yeah. But I know a lot. If you have any questions, I might be able to answer it. I'm gonna keep the chair in another layer just in case I need it. Looks like I had an extra. I need to manipulate this plane to be aligned with the tables. Okay. Like so. It's in the middle of the hooks. Forward, nice. Okay, yours and you said. Yeah, well, when I started this channel, I used to make games. Like I made a bunch. There's a link in the bottom of Twitch. But then I realized I couldn't keep doing games because the quality was really bad. I didn't know much about 3D modeling. So I decided to focus on 3D art for now. But eventually I will stream game development. My objective is to be a 3D game artist. That's the career I look for, at least. You can just adjust later. As long as it's close enough. And I can't really change the name because it's already my brand. Like my Instagram is Daerik Game Dev, my Twitter is Daerik Game Dev. So I have to re-upload everything. It's too much stuff to redo. I am part of the game development community. Like I have a lot of game developer friends. I've worked on a few indie games, some indie game startups as well. But I needed to improve badly, so that's what I'm doing. I have to make good looking games that work well. So if I can't do 3D art, I can't do great 3D art if I don't know what I'm doing. I don't consider performance, I don't do sculpting. And I can't be a great game developer. At least an indie game developer. Ctrl Shift A. I'm gonna save the class as well, just as the chair. Now select everything, deselect everything, and copy the data of one of the chairs, tables. Now move them all to the main scene. Layer. And fix what needs fixing. Like this whole row is a little to the right. Okay, what else? This too as well. Okay. Now it should be fine, right? Can I see how much memory I'm using? 79 megabytes. If I put them back, I increase this 10 mega. Okay, what now? I need a clock. Make a clock. Start with a cylinder. Now for this one I need a lot of vertices, because it's gonna be noticeable if it's not perfectly round. Shade. Now this is gonna be the frame of the clock, but I can have the clock texture in the middle. So I'm just gonna have an indentation over here, like, yeah. So this face is a different material than the rest. So now I want it to be black, plastic black, plastic black. I think it's 0.1, 0, and 0 saturation. Okay, now another texture, which is gonna be the clock itself. Clock. And here I can name it #black. So select the inverse and do the clock. Now, the roughness is too small. It reflects too much, so I'm gonna increase it to 0.3. We have a preview over here. Yeah. This is more like what I want. Now we're gonna need a glass case for the clock. What I can do is add a UV sphere and then reduce it to be the case. Oops, and delayed. Deleting the clock as well. To unselect the clock, Shift L. Yeah. Now this and like so. And move it down. Now it's just gonna be on top of that clock part. So like push it down a little more. There. I don't think it's round enough, so let's use proportional editing to pull it up a little. And I can delete some of these vertices, like this one. Doesn't matter too much. This one as well. This one, I guess it can stay. Now we need a glass material that I have already done, so I'm gonna take that from another project. So that can be in editing mode. With F1, it was on my fries plate, I believe. So objects, food, fries plate, 0 and glass. I don't know which one. Let's do this. I can add the glass over here. That looks okay. Oh, and the sign. Now I need to add an HDRI for lighting. So let's see what we have from HDRI Haven. Here, review. So it's a school. What's outside of a school? Usually like a racetrack. And some trees. I have something similar. This could work. It's just the lighting that I want, not the ambient itself. Now let's try one. Right now I just want to preview the clock. How does the glass look? I see it. Okay, let's put it on our scene, and then I'm gonna look for a clock texture that we can preview. So looks too big. 0.5. Like so. I compare it to a chair. Maybe it's still too big. It's the size of a back of a chair. So basically your whole back. Let's do 0.75. Yeah, I can see this being more believable. Okay, let me look for a texture. Hopefully it doesn't take so long. Texture. Yeah, the first one works. the arrows themselves. I guess you call them the arms. I can do them. I can model them. The clock is not gonna move, so it's fine. Textures, it's fine. Fuck, okay. Now to add the texture, I might need to UV map it. Yeah. So let's do some UV mapping. Okay. So the clock face doesn't matter, so we can ignore it. Now over here, all I need to do is add a seam separating those two. Now it can't really. This doesn't need the back part, right? It's gonna be attached to the wall, so if I try wrapping, yeah. Oh no, no. Yeah, this is not right. I have to add a seam to all of these. Let's try again. What? So those are the seams I added. If I add a seam here, it's not gonna work very well. I can't just separate into two circles. Guess it will have to do. This is the inner circle, and this is the outer circle. Why is it so weird? Now we rotate it. So, and this has to be inside. Ah, it's not a perfect circle. How do I do it? How do I do it? I can project from view, yes. I need to have one of these parts selected. So faces. Over here. Front view. Project from view. Now select the back part. What? Where are the vertices? I only see faces. Shit. Okay, new solution. You can increase this for now, then project from view, and then decrease it back. Select, project from view, select them back again. Okay. Now I can make a little picture. How do I select the middle part? This one is in the middle, so push it to selected. Use. Well. So, and hide what you don't need. I can just select this face and preview our texture. Here are textures and clock. Okay. Yeah. little better. Okay. Now to apply our texture, let me apply texture and go to material, lock. Let's use same as the plastic. 0.3 I believe. Yes. On the base color, I just need to add the texture. Like so. So if you try to render now. Yep. Perfect. Maybe I should reduce it like this. Yeah. Oh, the plastic's not working as intended. But the glass is, which is... Yeah, see, distortion of the glass. Okay. Now we need to model some block arms, and how do we do that? Make just an arrow. Let me move the clock to another layer again. We can use this tab. Let's move the cursor block. Now I just need the plane. Okay. Okay. Now let's make this a block face. This is gonna be the minutes arm. So I guess this is fine for now. Then I duplicate it. Just rotate the mouse. I have to move this back. So now I need to be in front of the clock, but it's still inside the glass. And now this arm is escaping by a small margin. Maybe I can make it closer. It's like here, right? Yeah. Yep. This is fine. Let's do a preview. Yeah, they're white. I want them to be black. Oh, plus black. Preview. Actually, do Ctrl B to have just a selection to render. It's much faster. Yeah, this is fine. Now I do want to add a seconds arm as well. Let me grab one of you. Duplicate. Rotate. Like over here. And then just reduce the middle. This one I want it to be red, so let's make a new. Copy the plastic, then make it red. like 0.7, and the value 0.8 is fine. And now I have to apply the material. Yeah, let's try again. You can't really see it. Wait, why is that? Ah, it's in the back. Huh. Oh, I tried to scale it, and when it went to the cursor, so it got moved back up. This fine. Select this too. My cursor over here, and then wait, what? Oh. Okay, I guess this is fine. Let's see how it looks. Yeah, great. Yeah. This will suffice for now. So now I can join them together. I need to save. I forgot to save. You save before something happens. 3D models, environment. Last stream the same thing happened. I worked for like an hour or so, or 3 minutes, and I wasn't saving at all. I was just focused on talking and then explaining. And then Blender crashed, and I lost all my progress. So now it's saved. Okay. Now where's my references? Looks like a hero got disabled. Now I must be seeing a lot of windows opened. Hold on. Yeah, for some reason it disabled a hero, so I can't have transparency between the windows. Or Nightbot someone. I see. Over here. Wait. It is worked now. Sorry about that. Okay, what do we need to do now? Let's finish the Blackboard. We need to add the, what's it called? Yet? No, border to it. We don't need the back faces. It's gonna be attached to the wall, and it won't move. So over here, now I can do the eye intrusion. 0.25, okay. I want it to be even. Is this even? Oh, really? Yeah, arrow is back now. My computer is going crazy. What is doing? I need this. I need to move the two of you just a little bit. Yeah, like so. Now I make a extrusion right here, and scale it just a small amount. Okay. Now the teacher does have something to put all the chalk and the eraser on the bottom of the blackboard. So how do we do this? I guess I can just add 2 edge loops. Stem. And then I can another extrusion over here. See, no other extrusion. Also, I need to align these edges. So this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and actually I can only do one side at a time. So, oh, I forgot the top part. Damn. Okay. Maybe I should make some chalk. Yeah. The layer, go to the center. Cylinder, maybe the many sides. Reduce. This would be a new chalk. I kind of want it to be have some use to it. Like best option would be a displacement texture, but for right now, that's just some modeling damage would be fine. Again, you only want quads as faces. There's the same problem in the bottom. I should follow the same pattern. Not this one, this one. Okay. Let me just check the stream is doing. I'm gonna go offline after problem. No, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, this is okay for Chuck. Just up a little bit. And this one now. Okay, scene. Okay, let's rotate 90 degrees and put it on the side. I should make an indentation of it. The board. So like this. Actually, first I need to press I, then I have some thickness to it. Side view. Need to pull this up. Select the whole edge and deselect the middle one. Oh, solve edge. Ah, I see the problem. Okay. So just scale over here. And then I need to these two. No, the ones on the side. GY. Did I grab the wrong one? I did. And move. Like so, yes. Now the normals might be worked. Oh, I did grab the right one. Huh. Yeah. Now on the side, I need to scale inward. So the same goes for this part. Yeah. There's a little problem over here. Here we have duplicate vertices. Let's remove doubles. No. I must have moved it. Sure. I don't think I need this part. Oh, I need that. Let's scale on Y0. It's all aligned. So straight. Yeah. Yeah, like so. A little longer. Now I need a material for this. What does chalk look like? A ceramic, not mud. Paper maybe? I guess paper. I don't know what plaster is. Oh, chalk's not see-through, so let's try plaster. Let's see what it looks like. Let me go ahead and add a wood material for all the tables. Whoa. Yeah, I can apply for multiple instances. I guess it's fine. Let me grab the wood material I have already ready. Now I also need some iron for the eggs. These presets are always too shiny for me, so I'm just gonna have to edit the iron one. There's iron here. So let's make a roughness 0.4. Much. 0.2 to reflective, 0.3. Yeah, 0.3. Now we select whatever this material, iron, and the class as well. Wait. Where's the top part of the tables? I didn't use it. Deleted it. Huh. Oh, that's a shame. Gonna have to redo it. X. Pull it back. Side. Like so. And then go down. Nice, too big. Let me try and select the middle, then move it over there. So now I do want to add another loop cut to each. Here and over here. Now I'm gonna have to do the roundness manually. So let's see what we can. And move it on the X a little. Windows. Okay. Now let's edit the sides as well. Yeah. Now if I join, it should be applied to all the other. Yeah. Okay. So now I guess that everything except the table itself is gonna be iron. Let's see. Okay, it doesn't have material, right? Yes. Floor material, well, that's fine. Let's see from the side. Does it look like? I guess we can add some walls. Okay, now screw it up. It's a little too close. Maybe not. No, it is. Right over here. Perfect. Clock doesn't seem to be. Round. There's a slope to it. Let me add a camera. And also a sidewall over here. So F. And the camera. Okay. Let's make the blackboard at least green. White wood for the sides, I'm gonna do that later. And blackboard. What does a blackboard look like? I mean, in terms of reflection and roughness. Maybe paper or plaster again. Actually, rock, because you can use chalk on rock, right? So let's use rock and just use a green tone, a dark green tone. Like so. Saturation. Yeah, let's see how it looks like. Nice. I'm gonna make the floor wood, then what do Japanese schools floors look like? Boards, wood, tiles, wood tiles, more tiles, bunch of tiles. Okay. If it is a bunch of tiles, I guess I can model something. Like, let's do it. I'm gonna separate the object from the rest. Separating the floor. We can just do a bunch of subdivisions. The tiles are as big as the table. Okay, like so. So now we use I 2 times. A little less than that. 5, yeah. And then just put up a very. Actually, let's pull the rest down. And select only edges. Close. Yeah, like so. Why is it not working? Because of this. Yeah, I only want edges like so blank. Cool. Let's try direction. Nope. Oh no, please. Just like it. Area. This one. If I go vertices, I guess it will work. And it froze. Hold on. It take a few seconds. Damn. Why did it froze? Use Ctrl I. And there's only one vertex available selected. Yeah, I guess I guess they're done for. Doesn't want to move. Should I restart? It is gonna fix it, but am I gonna lose the progress? That's what I'm concerned about. Let's give it a second. Maybe it will come back. There, it's back. Okay, let's save. It's like this single vertex and try and get something similar. Yeah. Now, I believe this I can move and yeah, finally. I just want to move them a really small amount. Like so. Perfect. Let's see how it looks. I guess I can make this part darker. This area, then inverse. Make this floor dark. Plus darker. Now let's go 0.6, and we also need a warmer tone. So, and then we assign. Let's see how it looks like now. Yeah, I went a little too dark. And it crashed. Thank God we saved. Let me just open it up again. Just 1 second, guys. Sorry for the black screen. Yeah, this happens sometimes, and there's nothing we can do. No need to get upset. Happens, will happen. Just try and fix it as fast as we can. Okay, Blender is opening. It's taking a little longer than expected. Ah, there it is. Okay, now I just have to do the floor. Oh, nice. So let me select. Let's do what we just did. First, new material, floor, plus darker floor. And let's do 0.7 instead of 0.6. Might have gone overboard there. Now, how does it look? Last case, I can just make a bevel in the center. Yeah, I'm gonna make a bevel in the center. Because it's taking too much space. Let's undo all that. all this floor. I need to grab the same vertex and do a bevel, a small one like 0.01. Yeah, and then we do the dark floor here. Now this should look much better. Yeah, yeah, good. I don't think the HDRI is working. It's not the lighting I expect to see in a classroom. So let's find another one. We were using this one, I believe. Let's try bottom hockey. Let's try this one. It's too bright. Yeah, it's unnatural. Well, let's go with good old hotel room. Oh yeah. Much better. Only problem is I don't want that rotation. Because let me show you. The light of the HDRI is coming from over there, but I want the window to be on the left side. So we need to rotate the whole image. Let's use mapping. Then we need to go with generated coordinates. Now you can rotate like 180. Yeah, little less. 160. Perfect. I am gonna need a better wood material for those tables. Yeah, I want to take a short break, but first let me just add some windows to the side. Also, the tables should be a little over to the left here. Actually, let me just adjust the floor. It's less work. Right next to the glass. So. Yeah. Now I need to add some windows. Maybe ArcMesh has something we can use. Oh, no. No. Oh no. Where's ArcMesh? Is it on tools? Ooh. Am I on? I wasn't object. I was in editing mode. That's why it wasn't showing. ArcMesh. Oh, where's window? Rail windows. So what? Kinda. Wait, that's exactly what I want. Let's see what other options you have. Nope. Rail window. Perfect. Now I need to grab the empty to attach to. There. How tall are the windows compared to the classes? Guess this much? little less, like so. Yeah. Now I move it all the way back. I need some depth in this plane, because I can see it. Let's add the solidify walls with 0.05. Okay, so now I select this object, wall, and Control minus. Now, Japanese classroom windows are usually slightly taller than this, but I am gonna have to edit it later. There. Now I just need to apply the same boolean to all of them. Oh. What? Ah, I see. Why is it not big enough? The others are. Why? Huh. This one is not going through for some reason. How do I fix this? Let's find it back. Oh. Maybe it's something to do with the way it's doing the boolean. Yeah, like so. Okay. This is nice here. I'm gonna have a chair real close to the camera. Have a nice depth of field effect. Ah, screwed up. It's cute though now. Maybe you can pretend that the camera is a student's face. I can have the clipping solo. Like so. A little more. Ah. Now we need to add a focus point. We do that with an empty. That's a giant empty. Reduce its size a little. What should be the focus point? Let's see. here. I guess this chair. I go on the camera settings and do focus at focus. Too many cubes. Where is it? I didn't change its name. I'm gonna have to rename all those. Yeah, focus. I'll do that off camera. You don't need to see it. Just changing the names of each object. Now we need to add a aperture. Otherwise it has no effect. Preview it. Does this work? Yeah. Oh, I only wish that lighting would come through the windows. I guess that's a problem of the material. It's not letting you ray trace. But right now I really need to take a break. It's just gonna be like 5 minutes. So I'm gonna be right back. And meanwhile you can just see how it looks like in rendered. Let me put on the be right back sign. A little break, I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I definitely need to change the material on the tabletops, the chairs as well. Doesn't work. So we're gonna have to make some wood material. I guess we can do that now. Yeah. After all, we just need to unwrap one of the tables. Not you. Now, how do we unwrap a non-square object? In this case, what's the best approach? How do I want it to fold out? Let's see. I want it to fold like the bottom part goes out into the front. And I don't want the sides to interfere. So like this. But then it's not gonna go straight. I guess it's best to just separate the top, separate the sides. Yeah, that's how real wood works. Doesn't need to connect it. Scene. And let's unwrap the tabletop. Yeah. You can make a cut on one of the sides. Let's name it this one. The worst side I could possibly pick. And C. Yeah, mark a C. I have a straight line that is the whole middle section, and two rectangles for the top and the bottom. Let's grab a wood texture and see what it looks like. Can go ahead and undo the material, another new one. New tabletop. Now what we're gonna do, yes, open up a wood texture. Nature, wood, what do I have? Floor, bark. I have a live wood here. It is high quality, but I don't think it's gonna work out. I can't have it as like blanks. So I need to rotate this face. Put it like over here. And reduce. Reduce. Let's in the middle. Or about there. Rotate and reduce. Let's increase this. 5, rotate, and decrease on the Y. Actually, that will ruin portions. If you don't know, if you press Ctrl A while UV unwrapping, you make everything the proportional size to the model itself. So now I can set a number like to scale it down like 0.9, 8, 7, that works. I can reduce everything to 0.7, and I know the proportions are gonna be correct. Like so, yeah. Now just insert the color as an image. Like this. Save. Whenever Blender slows down, I like to save. I don't want to miss any progress. Now let's have a preview. I guess I didn't apply. I didn't assign a texture. Yeah. So this is what it looks like. It's not bad. I think I'm gonna have to increase this to like 5. Remove it a little. No. Let's go to. Yeah, this works. Unfortunately, that's the best resolution I'm gonna get with this texture. I'd have to find another one. It's crazy. This one I cannot play the scale right. Changes. It's a procedural texture. There was a Blender conference where a guy made a presentation teaching how to make this procedural wood texture. You don't use any textures except noise textures. So this has no image at all. It's all generated in Blender. And it looks really bad. Maybe I can find the same texture, something similar, but on a dark wood. Yeah. But for now, let's wrap the chalkboard, Blackboard. First, I want to move these two edges a little to the side. There's something wrong here. I have two edges on the same position, but it's not close enough to be detected by the remove doubles. So I'm gonna have to remove them manually. So 12 edges. Yeah. Now I want to remove the green part of the board. This also has to be moved. Second, just move like this. Do you really need that? Oh, I moved that part. Didn't. Oh. Sideways. I thought I moved it. Gonna do whatever I did. Yeah. Okay, let's try this again. Try to scale the board sides. SX and move. Minimum precision. Doesn't work. I have to go by eye. Like here, here. It occupies 2 squares. About here. Why is this not moving with the other one? It's actual edge. Let's just find a constant value to move the both of them. So X, GX. Ah, I forgot the screencast, sorry. GX 0.01, much 0.0001, 5, 2, 3. Does 3 kind of work? No. 35. 35 kind of works. GX minus 0.0025. There, finally. Save. Okay, now back to the... we need to dissolve these edges. Any more? No? Oh. I'm thinking we can collapse. Let's just remove them. Need to connect this too. Okay. Now, where were we? Yes. Here. For you, you, and you. Seam. Let's see what it looks like. So this is our Blackboard, and apparently we have a vertex. Quite south. Here. Where's this vertex? We're there. Why? Ah, I see. I see. What did they do over here? Huh. Guess I'll just merge this, then move it to the same X. So Ctrl C on X and Ctrl V. The same can be done over here. Actually, no, it cannot. Now I need this space on top. 0.001. Oops. 0.01. 50809. Wait. Much better. Now I don't need any of you as sims. So let's clear it. For some reason this guy wanted to stay. Oops. Clear scene. Okay. And now it should be good to go. Let's see. Right? Yeah. That's our chalkboard. Now onwards with the rest. Let's do the border. I separate the border into 4 parts and just use each as a cube. But then it won't be consistent, which is not a bad thing in this case. Because to build this chalkboard, you need to grab some wood, and then make the top part, and the right, then the left, and then the bottom. You can't make a whole border out of one tree. So yeah, let's... In this case, the seams on the texture are actually gonna work in our favor. Just... select all of these. Oops. There. Is that it? Maxi. Now, again, we don't need this edge as a seam. Whoops. I need to clear it. I get sleepy. With these ones as well. Now we should have 1, 2, 3 parts. Also nicely UV unwrapped. What? Wait, what? They can just fold them themselves. Something. Hey, take this face. Take this face. Over here. Wait, what? This one is like minuscule. Why? Ah, I see. I should not have marked this. Again? Am I missing a seam somewhere? It should be just unfold. Like... oh. Maybe it is. Just has really weird proportions. Let's make it all squares. And I can have this. What? Select. Okay. Now we size it up on the Y. For UV mapping is the top. We do the same for all the sides. By grid and select each one. Doesn't work. There. Put this over here. Actually, I shouldn't have the same size as this one. This is much bigger than the other two. Let's reduce this by half. And last, leave a margin. Extra mistakes. Move there. Reduce. And down. Like so. This is the Blackboard. So we can actually map the textures in a neatly way. So like, this is the board. This is, I don't know. This is the left panel. Flip it over here. This one is the right, so over here. And this one is the top. Over here, and we stretch it a little bit. Like so. Now the bottom of the Blackboard is the complicated part. Let me just have a drink real quick. Lemon tea. Best kind of tea. Okay. Now for the bottom. We can actually isolate it. Select everything else and Ctrl I. Okay. Yeah, just select it all. Now what do I do here? You can actually do the whole UV mapping process on the UV mapping screen. We need to. So I see this is nice. There are square faces over here, and then there's this problem. Okay, I see. There's a bunch of vertices accumulated over here. Don't know why, but I will fix it. It's supposed to be here. I see. Those are inverted, so scale them on the Y. It's beginning to look a lot like something. Huh. Now how can I improve this UV mapping? First, where's the other part? What? Like, are these parts on this side? Oh, where is this? So that's it. Why was it assigned that side? is this whole section. These faces, they are... What? Maybe this is the back. What is... There's the bottom, so over here is the... Here should be the middle. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is correct. Let's select, rotate it on the X and on the Y. Now this middle section is the main problem here. We're gonna have to separate it somehow. I can cut these parts, the top as well. Then it will look nicely. This. You can use Ctrl E, mark seam, and again for these two edges. Then select the whole thing. I do the UV unwrapping. Okay, what? Better before. So what I'm trying to cut is this top part. Has these three sections and an outside loop, and this part. So I'm guessing that the problem we have over here is that middle section again. I need to separate it in two. Maybe join this. Maybe join the edges. I can. So what do I do? Just cut it out. Let's try it. Seam and the same trick. Select the object. Back and unwrap. And this is much better. And there are problems. I don't know what's happening over here. This back one a little bit. Is this? This is the other side panel. Okay, should be really long. To isolate this part. I don't know what's happening. let's just move stuff around. See if it makes sense. So it's not... I see. This inner face, this face is like inside the whole thing. So I need to separate it. Like it wasn't good enough. Let's see, let's try Smart U. Not what I want. Yeah. And now everything's beige. Have the wall be white at least. All concrete. Let's increase the value to 0.7. Wait, what? How did that change the Blackboard? Huh. Save. Yeah, this is all we have so far. So I need to UV unwrap the border of the Blackboard. I need to figure out how to have God rays coming from the windows. There are two side boards I need to model. The chair texture might change. And there's also the whole back part of the class. Yeah. Control Shift 0. Oh, I mean Control Alt 0. Camera position there. And move it back. I guess in this case I'm gonna use the 120 by 1080. I'm trying to make the thumbnail here. It's too much. Alt Q to go down slower. Yeah, like so. Now we do need a different color for the wall. What can we do? Blue maybe? Let's try blue. Light blue. Yeah, kind of works. Just for contrast's sake. Chairs look a little fake for some reason. Their legs The legs are super weird. Maybe it's this part. Let me try adding 2 edge loops. 3. Them rotating them a little bit. Yeah, I need to move them forward a little bit. Like so, and then make a bevel. Maybe it's the feet over here. Probably. Still look fake. Yeah. I want to look at some references here. The chairs over here are almost straight. Ah, it's not supposed to be screwed to the other bar. It's supposed to make a one bar, just like over here on top. I need to make a whole pipe that stays behind the chair. Yeah, this is better. Okay, let's do our final rendering for the day. Then I'll stop the stream. I'm thinking of streaming every day for a few weeks. Always at 11 PM on my time. At the same time the stream started today. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with it, but I think it's nice to try. It also helps me improve my English. And I guess you can keep going with this project for now. I know I was doing the apartment, but you guys didn't see the beginning of it. Or we can alternate. I don't know. I'll figure it out later. So this is the result I get from 3 hours of work. 3.5 hours. It's not much. Yeah, I was really slow. Trying to optimize the whole table instance and the poly count. Maybe I should start by blocking out the whole scene. A bunch of cubes everywhere, just to know the position and scale of what I'm gonna do. And then start modeling. I am gonna make some bags and like pens and stuff to put on top of the classes, so it gives some personality to the classroom. I just don't know if students do leave their stuff on their tables, like on break. Maybe they take it with them, or maybe some leave, some don't. I'll have to look it up. This is a problem that the floor and the tables are the same color. Huh. I only have one reference image in which the floor is not the same color as the tables. But I do agree it's a contrast problem. You can't see clear the silhouette of the tables. Maybe I can change it to like a gray, not just a beige. I use the beige because it's the default wood color. Yeah, I can change that, no problem. I'm also gonna have to make some lamps for the room, like those large fluorescent lamps. Long fluorescent lamps. And with that, the HDRI would just serve as an outside light source. So I am gonna remove the HDRI and make my own natural lighting for the windows. I also need to add like a column over here in the corner. There's also cupboards on the back with stuff to clean the room and the corridors. And our students in Japan have to clean the whole school themselves. But yeah, this was today's streams. I hope you all liked. Thanks again for all the follows. I'll be here again tomorrow at 11 PM Brazilian time, which is 8 PM Eastern Standard and 5 PM Pacific Standard. But other than that, every Saturday on the same time, I'll be streaming every day. Tomorrow I might not stream, it depends on my mood. So I'll see you guys then. Bye!